morning. Facebook and Instagram. I don't think we should go in there right now. Dumpling's at a feeder. That never happens.
And she's a funny donkey.
No, and she has a spot. So we have lots of really comfortable places for these. There's only 5 donkeys back here. There's so much really nice indoor space. And she has a spot outside on the gravel that she lays in for like 6 hours at a time. I just think, hi, you just go ahead and eat. We're gonna leave you alone as long as you're willing to eat. So Dumpling is the most obese donkey we've ever taken in. She's a mini, and I think minis can get pretty massively obese quicker than standard donkeys. And of course, donkeys that are really obese are at high risk for hyperlipidemia because they only have to barely turn off food, and they have so much fat reserve that their body switches that metabolic process very quickly. So it's sort of the fatter the donkey, the higher the risk. So we really watch her eating, and she's a really peculiar eater, so we're on high alert for her. To eat, she comes to a feeder, and she walks away pretty quickly. But now that she's actively in a feeder, I think we'll leave her alone because I certainly don't want to scare her away. Let's see who else we leave. Also, I'm watching a very popular TV show, or I watched a very popular TV show called Heated Rivalry. There was lots of nudity in it, and I realized that I needed to work harder on my gluteus gluteus muscles. I told my trainer I want to have a hockey player's butt, and today I can barely walk. So be careful what you ask for. So we have these really great, really plush, really warm indoor areas in these little minis. Can't be bothered. Hi, everybody.
They're laying in her spot.
Hi. The fat one, you can see it. She lays right there all night long. This is really great because I don't know, you know, Josh and I don't know these donkeys all that well because these were rescues in quarantine. But
Mr. Big.
Mr. Big has a girlfriend, and we didn't get along with donkeys very well. But then we brought them all over here, and Taz and Ugo sort of put him in his place, and now he gets along just fine. Hi. You like having some friends to hang out with? Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi to you. Hi, Ugo. Hi. What? Weirdo. Taz, you spooked everybody.
I don't know, man. Sorry.
I wish we could go back and watch my face in slow motion. Hi, Cupcake. You said this one's Mr. Big or John Brown?
Mr. Big, I believe.
Mr. Big.
Yeah, that's Mr. Big. That's
All of
Cupcake.
these are named by donors.
Yeah.
Liza named Mr. Big. Ugo named Ugo. Ingrid named Cupcake. Hi. Hi. What happened back there? What happened back there? That's what happened.
Jennifer said that's what happened to me yesterday in here.
It's because, so he's figuring out how to be a donkey. I'm perfectly happy with this, but it's her he's protective of. So when she started coming over, he wanted to. Don't you come after me. Don't you come after me. Hi, Cupcake. Hi. Wow, Dumpling's still chowing away. I love that her name is Dumpling because she just looks like, have you ever gone to dim sum? And those like stuffed, rolled little white pudgy dumplings. It's exactly what she looks like. Hi, Cupcake. I remember meeting Cupcake in October at the auction. She was in a pen all by herself, separated from her buddy. We had no idea they were bonded till they got here. Hi, pretty girl. She was marketed at the auction as a bred mini. We did ultrasound her and don't see a baby, so maybe she is, maybe she isn't. You better hope we leave you in with minis, because you get all mouthy and attack some full-grown donkey. Alright, let's walk to one.
Okay.
I'll give you guys some updates as I wobble along. So next Saturday is episode number 3. It is really a great episode. So if you are a guardian or an OG or a team member, or if you came to the screening, then you've seen episodes 1 and 2, or versions of them. Nobody, including Josh, has seen episode 3, so it will be brand new to everybody. And we go to an auction. It's where we separated by accident Journey and Blossom. And then we follow the auction rescue back here. And it's really impressive to watch our team work. But we took in that auction in a torrential downpour. This is where we got Andrea and Jiminy Cricket. It's a really great episode. It's next Saturday. I leave on Tuesday for a little publicity tour in New York. I'll be doing CBS Mornings on Thursday and then ABC News on Saturday. Both of those are very exciting. They're both live. And they're massive platforms. CBS Mornings is sort of what started all of this. So when David Begnog came out and filmed a segment 3 years ago, it was for CBS Mornings. And so it will be fun to go back there and promote the TV show that sort of kicked off with CBS Mornings. I haven't asked if anybody can hear me. If I've
Yeah, everybody,
been
yeah.
people can hear me. I'm gonna be
No,
really
everyone has said good morning and all those things. Someone just asked, where can we see the show?
Hi, everybody. DonkeyKing.com. You can see the show on ABC, but if you miss it on ABC, it goes live at the exact same time on DonkeyKing.com. And lots of people are saying, like, what about streamers? DonkeyKing.com is a streamer. The episodes are there. You don't need a subscription. You don't need to pay. You just watch them back to back. Hello, everybody. These little donkeys are going through growth spurts. Like Cindy, for instance.
Yeah, she's getting big.
Hi! Good morning! Oh my goodness, you've gotten like a foot taller. You've gotten like a foot taller. Good morning, girl. Hi. Hi. So if you follow us, you know that we do a lot of work for our donkeys. And last winter, we weren't happy with the amount of overhead space we had for the number of donkeys that we had. And we worked really hard, but through the winter, and got several new structures up, including 2 massive annexes. And so this winter, we are really happy with our ratio of donkeys, our capacity, and our overhead space. And to me, the indicator that we've done it right is that as you walk around and look at these donkeys, nobody is caked in mud. So that means that every single donkey is going inside and laying down on warm, dry surfaces to go to sleep. That makes me really happy. Cindy. And we just turned on the heaters. We only heat our senior pasture, but we just turned on our heaters. And Josh, you'll appreciate this, but there's 2 donkeys that clock right underneath the heater. So that's Zoe, who's in heat. And Zoe has had, I think, 5 babies that we know of. And she is like, y'all are not getting me pregnant. Now, nobody here can get her pregnant. In fact, those are girls chasing her. But she is like, no, look, that's her daughter. Going to intervene. Very cute. Pollyanna, who, it makes a lot of sense to me because Pollyanna is pretty feeble, old, slow, probably likely full of arthritis. So I was watching her for a long time last night, but as soon as she can get away from the feeder, she gets away from the feeder and she stands directly under the heater. And then after about an hour of watching her, she laid down. And for these donkeys that are painful just because of light, laying down is a big deal. So I love that. And then April was in there under the feeder, under
Nice.
the heater.
What are they digging for?
Oh, I think Susie Q is just mimicking. Susie Q is an orphan, the cute little one digging. That is not her family, but it is a family that we tried to force to take care of her. And when we first brought them over here, they hid from her. And she was running around calling for them, and they were like hiding. They were like, no, you're not ours. But I had a conversation with them about being more responsible. Zoe. Hi.
Becky Lou. No, it's Lisa Ann and Scarlett.
And they are now hanging out with her, which makes me happy. We had a donor buy a lot of equipment, or pay for a lot of equipment for our Dr. Kate so she could be optimal at her job here. And just this week she got a very nice, very high quality ultrasound machine. And so she has confirmed that Susie Q's evil stepmom is pregnant. So there's another baby coming there. Hi everybody. Pepe, Jamie. Hi Pepe. Good morning. Good morning.
Someone asked, does Jin Jin have a heater?
Jin Jin does not have a heater, but she has a really nice shelter with really thick bedding. And I think she also has a thick coat. I wonder, Josh and I had a very TV funny day with Jamie. I don't know if it's going to make it into an episode. I haven't seen it Very perfect. Thank you. Hi, Susie Q. I'm gonna leave you alone. We got Rufus and Montalina. We got Lottie Mae and her mom, Theo. Everyone being very well behaved at that open gate. That's how you know Roxanne's nowhere to be found. Hi, Patches. Hi, buddy. Not coming up. Hi. Hi. Patches is one of our two blind donkeys. Spanky. Nice Patches. Nice Spanky. Nice Patches. Patches is just a... If you don't love Patches, I would question your sanity. He's just sweet, loving. He's like chill. He was being playful yesterday, which we don't see that very often. He was playing with Jamie, but the funny thing is Jamie looks like a miniature Patches. Patches and Jamie were playing. Hi, Spanx. Hi, Spanx. I wonder where Roxanne is.
Be over there at the feeder.
Or she's in for special feeding, but she's
No,
supposed
she
to
should
do
be
that
out.
with
Yeah, she was out.
Q. Who is this right from? Oh, this is Pumpkin. So Pumpkin might become everyone's new favorite donkey. She's brand new to us. We rescued her in October. She's out of quarantine. She's uber sweet. She's already an A+ student with her hoofs and her lead. And she's pregnant. Hi. Hi. You want to meet everybody? Hi. So pretty. We'll wait till she has her baby, and then if she has a healthy baby, we will adopt her and her baby out to a loving home. She'll be a perfect doggy. Do you like it at Oscar's place? She's also perfectly dry. I don't think we have a single donkey laying down in the mud.
No.
Here we've got Beatrice, her daughter Kate, and her niece, Babe. Very loving family. Beatrice has an abscess at the moment. Sorry, it hurts. Then we've got Goldie and Abby. Hi, Abby. Then this is Vicky, who is Spanky's mom. Hi, babe. So we had the two new owner sprinters. Did they eat this morning? Did they approach a feeder? Did you feed it?
Yeah, the brown one did, the white one didn't at first, but then she was at the feeder, then she's back on the gate, she's back before. So I know she's eating.
They have never seen a donkey in their whole life, so
Yeah.
they're a little bit overwhelmed.
A few questions. Someone asked, how do you decide who gets adopted out, was the first one. And the second one was, how long does the hay last in the troughs?
We decide who gets adopted out based on, we never break up families. We only adopt out donkeys that are fully trained to load on a trailer and stand for a farrier. We don't adopt out donkeys with health issues. So that takes us from, if we have 250 donkeys now, that takes us down to about 20 available. And then the families make it very complicated. So some of our donkeys that are available are parts of 5-packs, because we will never ever break up bonded families, and so they will live here forever before I'll send 3 to one place and 2 to another. So then once we identified which ones are available, then it's Paula's job to sort through all of our applications and match one with the right home. With this girl, for instance, she's not bonded to any donkey in particular. So that makes her good, because we have lots of people who donkey died and they need a companion donkey. But now that she's pregnant, we won't adopt her out until she has her baby. If she has a healthy baby girl, then we would, let's go see the boys.
Okay.
We would let them go pretty quickly, provided everyone's healthy and we find the right home. If she has a healthy baby boy, then they have to live here until he gets castrated, and then we'll rehome them. So probably 6 months. What was the other question?
How long does the hay last in the troughs?
Oh, so we want them to have access to forage basically 24 hours a day. 18 hours a day is our rule. And so this field, every field gets a different percentage. This field has 50% green grass hay and 50% wheat straw. And of course everyone picks through all of the hay first because they like that better. And then the straw is available all day long. The exception to that is that once a week they get cleaned out and emptied, so that nothing gets moldy. And so that's happening right now. They have access to something to eat 24 hours. Well, I guess no Roxanne sighting today. Oh, maybe she's down.
Yeah, she might be down low somewhere.
Hi, Judy.
She's independent.
Who's doing the special? There she is. Roxanne! Oh, I should show you. There's an All Roxanne episode.
Is there?
It's episode. Hi! Hi! Good morning! You were off being independent. Hi, baby, with Lavender. Hi. My baby. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Lavender. What is it? What is it? You don't want me to say hi to another donkey? Yep, this is why I switched my glasses. Mr. Rogers had an indoor cardigan and an outdoor cardigan. I have indoor glasses and outdoor glasses. Hi, Lavender. You're gonna get me in trouble. You're gonna get me in trouble.
Someone said Pumpkin is going to have a little pumpkin.
Yeah? Maybe we'll name it. What's the little pumpkin called? A gourd? Jack-o'-lantern?
Should name it Avocado.
What are you doing to Josh? She is more of a brat with you than me, I think.
Yeah, she is.
were hanging out with her. Why are you throwing such a temper tantrum?
You're so pretty. You've also grown so much.
Be nice. Stop. Your ears back, all mad. Stop.
Girl. Stop.
Someone said name it Squash. The baby for Pumpkin. Someone also
because you're so excited.
said, how do we remember all the names?
What is happening? Oh, I'm too sore. I am too sore. Stop it. Stop. Josh, she wasn't doing this until you got her riled up.
You guys play together.
Yeah, go play with the donkey. Honestly, it's bad behavior that we cannot encourage.
Somebody said tantrum and she's feisty.
Yeah, and like it's cute and all, but like, won't be cute when she's really back this size. And we have learned, Josh just has to be more disciplined about it. If you completely ignore them, they do learn that they're not getting what they want. She makes it impossible to ignore. I have my hands in my pockets because you're being bad.
Girlfriend, chill out.
Hi, Mikey. Hi, Lula.
What kind of noise is that? Ow. You can see. Stop.
Be more like Lula.
Oh, Mike.
Oh, Mikey. Hi, Zoe. All right, we have to get out of here before she sets Josh. I like it.
Just hold her like this.
Tyra, nobody's bothering you. At least she's smart enough to know when you got something particular in your group.
Yeah. Someone just said she's just like a human kid. And aren't you guys mom and dad? So it all makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably the most concerning behavior I've ever seen with her. And I don't like it at all. But I think you just overwhelmed her both being with her at the same time.
Somebody asked where was lemongrass a little while ago, so
We'll see lemongrass in
Yep.
just a moment. This is pasture number 6. This is healthy mixed gender herd. No children, no young children, no pregnancies, no elderlies. Speaking of, hi Diego. So much groundwater. Hi. Good morning. This is Viejo. It's interesting how whatever that mosquito fern stuff is cleared off of this pond. Not the other one.
I think a lot more water went into this one over the past couple weeks than the other one did. Because all the water in pasture 1 runs to the side and down out through the ditch.
This is Viejo, my best friend. Boone and Molly, Tito. Oh, here's Rosie and Pearl, if you watched the episode 2 yesterday. Pearl. Hi, Rosie. How are you handling your newfound fame?
Someone said, I heard Viejo is going to Potter Valley.
They're wrong about that. Hi, Pearl. Hi. Then we got Thumbelina and her. Wait, is that right?
Yeah, that's McIntosh and his mom.
This is Pearl, who you saw born yesterday.
Hey, my man.
Susanna, Andrea, Marshmallow.
That's Fred right there. Yeah.
Sadie and Liam.
Liam knows his name because he looked at you.
Sadie still hasn't quite come around to me at least. Hi, Fran. Oh. Hey, you look just like your mom. You look just like her. Dominique, you know, we fixed that stall so you could feed in there without people sticking their heads through.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, thank you guys so much. Very excited. But I'm trying to get him used to eating out here with everybody else so he's not so scared and, you know, yeah. And it's working, honestly. He put his head over lemongrass a second ago, was eating over him and was calm and not playing or anything. I'm like, yay! He's come a long way. I'm so excited.
Fran.
Guessing that's
Just
lemongrass.
feed lemongrass.
There you go, buddy. Good job, lady. All right, lady.
taken on a very specific task of getting some weight on Holiday. And I feel pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
Very bony.
Yeah, but he's put on a little bit of weight.
Really good. We got Howie, Sally, Buttercup, and Pete. Ortega. Hi, buddy. Hi, guys. This is an important lesson that we learned right here. These two came in bonded, and she had a baby. And then for a year, she didn't go near Pete. And so we considered adopting them out separately because we thought, oh, that bond broke. But then Peach got eye cancer, so it kept her here a little bit longer. And then after Howie turned 1, Peach and Buttercup went back to hanging out. So these bonds, they're pretty strong. Hi, Ortega. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi. Let me say hi to your mom. Sally, can I say hi to you? Hi, pretty girl. I'm not bothering her. She likes it. Ortega, relax. Relax and let me smell on your mom. Hi, Peach. For those that don't know, the key to a donkey's heart is inside their ear. I think it's because they don't have fingers, and so they don't know what that feels like until you get in there. Ortega doesn't quite know what to think of it. Hi. Hi. Thanks for letting me love on you this morning. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hi, Pete. My friend. Oh, I wonder if Lemongrass is following around because she looks like Blanche.
Maybe.
No, that would be so interesting.
Brody.
So Lemongrass's mom looked just like this donkey, except 70 years older.
And 400 more pounds.
And 3 less working feet. It gets pretty cold here at night, so I think last night it just barely got below 40, but it's cold. So when the sun comes out, these donkeys have had breakfast. They are staying in the sun, getting warm. Remy?
Hi.
Are people talking about how much better my butt looks after one day of doing legs really hard?
I haven't seen that yet.
Guys, come on. I teed you up for the perfect compliment. So, I don't know how they decide what way to face. But oftentimes when donkeys are warming up, you see them all facing the same direction. Letting that sun hit them. Hi, Remington.
Yeah.
Hi, Tony.
Pickles.
Pickles, you snob. Viejo, should we end with you? So we did a slightly different process this week. We had a donkey named Clark who really messed himself up. He jumped a fence to try to get to the girls and really hurt himself. And we were back and forth about euthanizing him literally every 30 minutes for the whole day. And in the end, we sent him to UC Davis. So basically he had severe soft tissue damage, which from what I understand now is even harder to heal than bone damage. And you know, if we have a donkey that breaks his leg, we would probably put that donkey down. And so the type of soft tissue damage he had in his knee is even harder to heal than bone. But he's young, he had survived so much, and he's very easy to work on. He's a great patient. And, you know, at the end of the day, I trust my vet, and my vet said if I'm willing to fundraise for it, she would like to try to give him a fighting chance. And so we put a temporary cast on him and loaded him on a trailer and took him to UC Davis on whatever day, probably Tuesday. And then on Wednesday he had surgery. But, you know, I could sit and love on you all day long.
Someone also asked, what is the butt exercise?
What is the what?
Your butt exercise?
Oh, what all did I do? I did squat presses. Basically, I did when you lay on the ground and pump up, but I use really heavy weights. I just use more weights than normal. That is what he now has. So, not something we normally do. Regularly, but we made the decision to do it. And so far, he's doing good. Hi, viejo. I hope you never hurt your leg. That'll be a really hard decision. All right, well, I think we'll just hug and say goodbye. Can we end with a hug, viejo? My buddy. My buddy. Bye, everybody. See you next week.